Mm. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا ان هدانا الله. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله ارسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره الكافرون ولو كره المشركون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه وأزواجه ومن تبعه إلى يوم الدين. قال الله تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. Oh, who you believe, fear Allah the way He should be feared, or keep your duty to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and die but on the state of Islam. وقال تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Or you believe, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and said the right thing to say. And if you say that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will mend your deeds and forgive your sins. And whoever obey Allah and His Messenger subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger, he will be the real successful. Brothers and sisters, we know what's going on in this world, the oppression, the injustice, the bloodshed going everywhere. And especially in the Middle East. Unfortunately, there is a vicious attack against Muslims everywhere in this world. And this is coming to root out Muslim of every country they live in, regardless who they are. We all live before the revolution of Islamic Republic of Iran. I'm sure many of you even younger than me lived that since 79. We live after this revolution, and during this revolution. And we thought this is the revolution came really against oppression of the Shah and the torture that these people used to suffer. And they come in with an Islamic idea which is mean justice and fairness for everybody, thinking that they will free the Islamic Ummah from these tyrants who are ruling them. In Syria we have Hafez al-Assad, who ruled Syria for 30 years. He tortured so many people, he hanged so many people, he raped so many girls. He destroyed the intellect of our country for 30 years. Not only that, after he died, and only it took half an hour, 20 minutes actually, to put his son as a new president. And who is doing a worse job or a better job than his father did? But you know, who is responsible for all this? Who is really leading us to all this destruction and bloodshed and killing? We didn't have this Sunni and Shia before this revolution. We were living together. We felt that we are friends, we are brothers. We can help each other. We didn't know this. How come it's already erupted and appeared? Though we forget the history, who assassinated Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu, Abu Lu'lu'a was a shrine in Tehran to be visited and appreciate his action. We forget what they did in Iran. They killed 2 million Sunni and forced the rest of Sunni to be Shia. We forget they stabbed the Islamic Empire after they reached Paris to invade Europe, and they stabbed them in the back to bring them back. We forget about the Fatimiyin who supported the Crusaders and were behind them in every step they do. We forget the fall of the Khilafah on the hand of the Alami. We forget that they were leading a Mughal to the masajid so they can drink alcohol and make the masajid as stables for animals. We forget all of this, and we never think about the history. But unfortunately, it comes in our face in an ugly way. Who helped Hafez al-Assad? Who helped Bashar al-Assad in Syria? By the way, if you said, well, you're talking about Syria, or is about Syria? Syria, the revolution, brothers and sisters, is the revolution of this ummah. I'm telling you, it is the revolution of this ummah. This is a war 3 against Syria. Not because it is Syria, because they represent the Sunni Muslim in this world. And they don't want it to succeed in so many ways. They are fighting it from sea, from sky, from earth, from ground, from everywhere for this revolution not to succeed. But who is all behind this? Whom you thought they came with Islamic revolution to free the Islamic Ummah and establish justice in every Muslim nation. Unfortunately, we thought they carried our faith, and they are our brothers, and they will do what we think they should do. But you know, they are so happy that 4 Arabic capitals in their hands: Sana'a, Yemen; Syria, Damascus; Beirut, Hezbollah; and Iraq, Maliki and his group. And what is this for? They claim they are Muslim like me and you. But let me tell you, and whenever Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned, they say, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Let us see who is Muhammad they making salah. Number 1, they accuse the Sahaba as munafiqeen. Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman. They assassinate Umar, as you know. They accuse him as munafiqeen. And Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet, married the daughter of Abu Bakr and married the daughter of Umar. And Uthman married 2 daughters of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And they accuse Aisha al-Mu'mineen as adulterer, that committed adultery. I'm asking you, what kind of a prophet is this, who married the daughters of Munafiqeen and married his daughter to the Munafiqeen, and his wife is Izaniya? You know, there is 5 people along the history who are prophet or Salihin accused for adultery. Number 1, Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. And who cleared him from this adultery? The woman that she was bride to accuse him, she came and confessed that was a plot. Sayyidina Yusuf, and you know the history of Sayyidina Yusuf. Who cleared him? The same woman who attacked him. She said he was the right and I was the mistake. I'm the one who attacked him, and he never agreed with me to go with me in bed. And Jurayj al-Abid, he was a very righteous person in his place of worship. And the Jewish they don't want this guy. They want to get rid of him. So they send a prostitute to entice him. And he refused. She went to the shepherd and had sex with him, and she gets pregnant. And she accused this Saleh, this righteous person, that he is the one who committed zina with her. And who cleared this Saleh? The son of this lady, when he said, just wait till the son comes, and he asked him, who is your father? He said, my father is the shepherd. And the Aisha, radiallahu anha, who cleared him? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ جَاءُوا بِالْإِفْكِ عُصْبَةٌ مِّنكُمْ لَا تَحْسَبُوهُ شَرًّا لَكُمْ بَلْ هُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ لكل امرئ منهم ما اكتسب من الإثم والذي تولى كبره منهم له عذاب عظيم. This is the only one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cleared here directly in the Quran, in the Holy Quran. And I'm now asking you, if you make wudu and you pass gas, your wudu is nil, right? You have to make wudu. So you say, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله اللهم صل على محمد. And when you say his wife is Zania, and Allah said she is not, tell me what kind of Muslim is this person? I'll leave the judgment to you. You know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, النبي أولى بالمؤمنين من أنفسهم وأزواجه أمهاتهم. Our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has more right to ourselves than ourselves right over ourselves. And his wife is our mothers. His wife is our mothers. And for the Sahaba, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah, Allah ya ashabi, my companions, don't make them your game. لا تتخذهم غرضا من بعدي. من أحبهم فبحبي أحبهم ومن أبغضهم فببغضي أبغضهم. Who loved them? Because he loved me. Who hated because he hated me. ومن أبغضني فقد أبغض الله ومن أبغض الله Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish him. So this is a very simple thing about the Sahaba, very simple thing about the wife of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, how they come with this idea. And here it is, when they come to Syria, you know the story of the Qasayr, right? You know Tal al-Abyad. When they went there, they slaughtered the children. Women who are pregnant, they cut their stomach and get the child and slaughter him because he's going to be Sunni, and the Sunni is the dirty and who has no right to live. This is how their faith is. This is what their revolution is. This is what they're doing to us in Syria now, and that's what they're doing now in Yemen. This is what they're doing in Beirut. Assassinate every person whom they want. In Syria now they're attacking Zebedani and Daraya in a vicious way, from all kinds, from air, from ground, air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, by tanks, by cannons, by what we call garbage canister. They fill it with explosive and they drop it on our people in Zebedani and Daraya. Not only that, but mainly on these towns. And the fear they will do that what they did to Qusayr, where they slaughtered everybody they can put their hand on them. And if you don't believe this, ask the people of Mu'azzamiyya what they did. Story of Mu'azzamiyya who suffered through this horrible situation. One of the girls said her brother was going to marry. So he went to bring something and he came back. So they went to see him, they found him dead, they killed him on the way. They didn't know that invasion coming. So they hid in every place. And after a while, when they let people go out, a neighbor went and said, I know in this place went 70 people there, I want to see them. He went up, he found everybody was slaughtered upstairs. Every one of the 70 people were slaughtered upstairs. The girls down who were hiding, the little girls were telling their mother, Mom, when they come, please, tell them, let them shoot me, not cut my neck with a knife. This is the Islamic Revolution of Iran. This is the deen of Iran. This is the deen of the Majus, who still remember the great time of Persia that Umar ibn al-Khattab destroyed their worshipping fire and made them worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He freed them from Taghut to make them worship Allah and Allah alone. But who are responsible for this, what happened to us? وَلَا تَرْكَنُوا لِلَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا فَتَمَسَّكُمُ النَّارِ وَمَا لَهُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ مِنْ أَوْلِيَاءَ وَلَا تُنصَرُونَ. Yeah, put your head down for those. Put your head down and be simple. But you know, the hellfire will touch you. Unfortunately, it is touching it in this life and in the hereafter. I hope it will not. Because the people of Pharaoh listened to him. Pharaoh was a tyrant, just like what here in the Middle East, he's tyrant. But Allah says, استخف قومه فأطاعوه إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين. The people who follow him, Allah did give them the excuse. And we are not given the excuse. And none of us given the excuse to keep our head down and not say the truth. We have to stand for the truth. We have to realize the truth. We have to know who is the real enemy. And who is the one who hiding their knife to hit us and cut us from the back. This is what you call Iranian Islamic Republic. That is the one who causing all this problem in the Islamic world. They are having a nice game with the West. You know, since 79, was one single attempt. When they captured the people of the embassy, there was one single attempt to free them. And since then, never attacked Iran in any way or shape. It is a tug of war to prop them up and make them the enemy of the West. Because as we simple, everybody who fight the enemies of the West, we think he is good. I mean, we are very simple, you know what I mean? So this is what happened to us. وَلَا تَرْكَنُوا إِلَى الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا فَتَمَسَّكُمُ النَّارِ. Don't put your head down. To these oppressors, to these people who do an injustice to you. Yes, Hafez al-Assad, Syrian people stood up one day. But unfortunately, many of the people blame the people who stood up against that tyrant. He killed 40,000 in Hama alone. He killed so many people in Aleppo, asked people in Nadur, this was Shuhur. In every state, asked them what he did. You know what? Unfortunately, many of our people become partner with these people just to make a living and make a lot of money and to become rich and they think they enjoy their money. Wallahi, all their money haram and it's going to be a curse on them in this dunya and in the hereafter because they make them partner with them. Knowing these people never did any good in life to anybody, except they torture our people, they oppress our people, they sold our countries, they give our countries to the enemy in any way possible. Hafez al-Assad sold al-Jolan. This is a plan to have this minority control Syria. And now what's happening, you see this kid on the shore, I think it might wake up the conscience of this world. This world conscience is dead. Or they love to see what's happening to us as Muslims everywhere. It's not only in Syria. There's other Islamic countries who are still, you know, thinking these people are their brothers and their friends and they want relation with them. Yeah, enjoy them. One day you will see how they will slaughter you as they did to us in Syria, in Lebanon, in Iraq, and in Yemen now. You will see what they're going to do to you. So brothers and sisters, we have to be aware what's around us. Of course, it's our fault. إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. Allah is not going to change people till they change what in themselves. And how we can change it in ourselves? Ya Allah, Ya Allah. We have to be part. We have to stand up for the right. We have to do something. We have to write. We have to help. We have to support. There is orphans. There is hungry people. There is people who need help. We have to help them. We should thank the West for opening their doors for the refugees, though this could be a plan too, to evacuate Syria from Sunni people so they can fill the revolution of Iran in Syria. This is another plan that is going on. Now they're taking some district from Damascus, the west of Gaza, if you know, this is an official. 8,000 families have to leave, probably they have one only week to leave. They're going to take their homes and build a new home. For who? God knows. And we know for who. So it is a dangerous understanding what's happening to us and how we think about people. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us understand our surrounding. Change in ourselves. We are not enemy to anybody. We in Syria, we are moderate Muslim. We never had minority. Read the history. Nobody ever been slaughtered in our country. Churches are thriving. All religions. These Alawi, everybody has his own religion. In Syria, we never have this problem. But unfortunately now, the West worry about minority, but they are not worrying about the Sunni majority who being slaughtered with their children. Our country being destroyed completely, and I think they're giving every Muslim country a lesson. Don't do, see what happened to Syria? If you do it, it's going to happen to you. So keep down. You know, you live for yourself. You live here for yourself. You die, nobody. And nobody ever will remember you. I think we have to stand for the right. We have to say the truth. We have to support our people in any way possible. There is udhiyat. If you want to make your udhiyah kharij, whomever you like, fine. But there is a company, there is a charity organization called Promise. If you want to write a check, it's appreciated. For Promise, for your udhiyah, so we can feed some poor in these countries. جزاكم الله خيرا. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه فيا فوز المستغفرين استغفر الله. What I said that might be very shocking to many of you, or a surprise. What is this, dividing the Ummah? I'm telling you, the Ummah is still there. You have to protect the Ummah from this dangerous enemy. This is the main enemy that fighting us everywhere. Look at this Iraq. Don't you feel sorry how they dismantled this country completely? Look what they're going to do to us in Syria. Who is negotiating in Syria for the government of Syria? The Iranian. I'm sure you read it, you hear it. Who is supporting the Bashar al-Assad? Bashar al-Assad is gone a long time ago. Who supporting Bashar al-Assad? Who's standing behind Bashar al-Assad? You know, they said Syria is the 35th district of the Empire of Persia. That's how they think. But inshallah, Syrian started and no back. There is no way this revolution, nobody going to get it off. Except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, victory is coming. And victory, inshallah, coming, and it will be everything that every Muslim will be happy to see such victory, because it is the flag of all this ummah. Sham. This is the Sham that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put it under His protection. And inshallah, it's not going to be touched by those enemies. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى ال سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا ابراهيم وعلى ال سيدنا ابراهيم بارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى ال سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وارض اللهم عن الأربعة الخلفاء السادات الخلفاء سادات المؤمنين الكرام في بيت عمر وعثمان وعلي وعن الصحابة أجمعين وعن التابعين وتابعين بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين وأهل كلمة الحق والدين. اللهم من أراد الإسلام وأهله خيرا فوفقه لكل خير، ومن أراد به شرا أو سوءا فأخذه أخذ عزيز مقتدر، فإنه لا يحلف أنك على كل شيء قدير. اللهم منزل الكتاب ومشيء السحاب هازم الأحزاب شديد العقاب اهزم الأحزاب يا الله، زمهم واجعل الدائرة عليهم فإنهم طغوا في البلاد فأكثروا فيها الفساد فصب عليهم يا ربنا صوت عذاب. اللهم انهم قالوا من اشد منا قوه الم يعلموا انك انت الله الذي خلقتهم اشد منهم قوه وهم باياتك يجحدون. اللهم ارنا فيهم اياما كايام عاد وثمود يا رب العالمين. انصر عبادك المظلومين، انصر المشردين، انصر الدماء التي سفكت ظلما وعدوانا، انصر الاعراض التي انتهكت يا رب العالمين. انصر امه محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، كن عونها وغوثها يا رب العالمين، واجبر كسرها يا الله. أعدنا وإياها إلى دينك وردنا ردا جميلا، واغفر لنا ولها والمسلمين أجمعين. وصلى على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. أقم الصلاة إن الصلاة تنهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون.